Hi.
Hello. We are here today with a very special interview because Artisan Home Resorts is much more than a design firm. Instead, we're a platform that celebrates artists and real estate agents, and we introduce somebody to you and from around the globe and allow you to see some of their projects or innovative service and the way that they are serving the affluent clients. And today, I am very excited to have Pierre Buljan of the Buljan Group with Coldwell Banker here on the broadcast. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Lindsay.
No, absolutely. Now, I understand, working with an affluent client, there's a lot of factors that go into buying a home. What are some of the things that your affluent clients are looking for in their home selection?
Well, one of the main features, because affluent clients have so many choices, especially once you get to a certain price range, I would say above 20 million, you usually have a choice of developing something yourself, buying a piece of land and getting a developer or contractor to do it exactly the way you want it, or you have some very creative people that use people like Artisan Homes and are able to just design exactly what they want. So what they're looking for is an environment of a special setting, a special piece of land. Once you get in that price range, you want kind of a resort type environment. And of course, Artisan Home has got the right, not only the right people for it, but they also have the right name for it. They really are looking for a resort type of setting where they can come home from a stressful day and be totally enjoying their home and just forget about the stress, because most of these people are affluent people from Silicon Valley who run multi-billion-dollar companies or multi-million-dollar companies, and when they come home, they just want to unwind, and nothing better to unwind but an environment, a peaceful environment with a lot of water features, fountains. It's very welcoming, very soothing, and people do enjoy that. A place where they have privacy, they can enjoy their family, they can enjoy their friends. And it's hard sometimes to find that combination of environment, backyard, the right sun exposure, and everything that's involved. But that's what they're looking for.
Absolutely. I hear you loud and clear that this is really the outdoor environment that's selling the estate. I hear that we're going to talk a little bit about home theaters and wine cellars and man caves and how that comes together. But really what I'm hearing is that it's the combination of square footage that makes the property an estate, but it's really the landscape and the grounds that transform it and make it really that much more desirable to the client.
I agree with that. I think the combination of the landscape, the water features, having a man cave, of course, is important to a lot of these people because they love to have the flexibility of having a theater, of having a game room, of having a great wine cellar. But having an outdoor setting, whether it's a waterfall right next to your game room, makes it much more enjoyable. Hearing the trickling sound of water while you're sitting there enjoying a glass of wine. You can spend hours, sitting around there and reading a book or playing pool or watching a movie, whatever it is. But when you have friends over, just that environment has to be very special. And if they're able to afford that kind of environment, they certainly are looking to get as much of it as possible.
Oh, absolutely. It's that outdoor water feature that makes that environment much more serene and allows people to relax and stay for longer periods and really enjoy it. Absolutely. So tell me, let's talk about this property in particular. This is an incredible, combination of indoor and outdoor elements. And I want to be clear on a few things here. One, this is not an artisan project. So when you see these photos coming through, this is an example of how somebody picked a house, not only because of square footage, but because of the outdoor grounds. And because that's so important to a family and being able to relax coming home from these high stress jobs. The other thing I want to be clear on is, again, it's not an artisan project. And this is not the main main house. This is the guest house you're seeing, to be completely clear. We're really protecting the client's privacy and respecting the wishes of not showing the actual house. Trust me, it's spectacular. But let's talk a little bit about these outdoor water features. Why is that so important for this house? You talked about having a glass of wine and it being connected to the game room, something like that.
Well, I think that the water features, you could have just a plain yard, and you could have a tennis court back there. You could have certain elements that somebody can enjoy in a fast-paced life.
Yeah.
But I think that everyone that's high-strung in a business environment like Silicon Valley, when you come home, I think that water in the background, whether it's a waterfall, whether it's the pool, for example, in this particular yard, is as an elevated waterfall that doubles as a spa. And when you walk back there, it just looks like a beautiful waterfall. When you get close to it, you realize it's a spa. It's got jets and everything else. So I think that all of those features are really important. I don't care if it's Larry Ellison, or I don't care who it is. Larry spent millions and millions on his yard, and literally his water features are pretty incredible, with koi ponds and waterfalls and the lake, and literally a man-made lake where you can drink out of it, drink water out of it. It's so pure and filtered. Wow. But it doesn't matter who it is, everybody does things on their own, affordability and the size of yard and land and everything else. But you can certainly, with people like our friend, like Artisan Homes, they can definitely create something for every client. They can create an environment that's special, whether it's an acre or 5 acres, whether it's half an acre. They can certainly. I've seen their work, and unfortunately, we didn't have any pictures that I could have placed for one of their projects available right now. But this is a very good example of what can be done and what they can do. Again, water features are predominantly something that people want.
Absolutely.
And the square footage, Crystal, is not that important as it is, as the whole environment is. You could have a house on that's 20,000 square feet, but if the yard is dark and doesn't have the right sun exposure, doesn't have any kind of water feature to it, it's boring.
Yes. Yes. So that's what gives it depth and make it dynamic, is this custom kind of outdoor environment, these water features, and really take it from just being a house to a home, and taking it from being a place to go to a lifestyle, from somewhere where you and your family can go to somewhere where you can entertain on a very grand scale. So there's a lot of other, aspects. Like you said, people are considering, home theaters and wine cellars and man caves, but really it's that flow of that interior and exterior design. It's that custom outdoor environment that matches the house, that really allows the footprint and the experience to go much bigger. Absolutely.
I agree with you 100%. And it's a thing that people in recent years, more people have gotten involved with because of the environment that they work in, the fast-paced life and everything. The Zen environment is so important. The waterfall that just calms you down. You come home from numerous meetings and high-strung, business lifestyle right there. But you come home and you come to this peaceful environment. You got this water. It just, you can see people's faces. I've seen people walk into their property from running from a meeting and stuff like that, and coming over, and they all of a sudden they just boom, they kind of let go,
Absolutely.
All of those features are huge. It's a life extension.
Well, truly, it sounds like there's a transition that has to happen, right? When somebody comes home from these really, an affluent lifestyle generally means a stressful job, right? And so,
absolutely,
there's stakes that come with that. And so there has to be a transition from your day life and these, high stakes meetings and, all really important projects and innovation and really pushing the limits. And when you come home, you need to transition out of that stressful job and find something that helps you relax. And that's why these home resorts are really so important and changing people's lives, allowing them to transition out and find that peace and a place for the family to relax and a place for a person to unwind and recoup before hitting the next day, right?
Absolutely. I can't agree more than that. It's very important. I mean, the environment that you come to at home, away from running one of these Silicon Valley companies, or it doesn't matter, even being a professional athlete and all that, right? Stressed and high strung. It doesn't matter what's going on out there. When you come home, this features that people I've been integrating in their home, with the waterfalls, with all this pools, and it's just priceless.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, in this client in particular, you said they've been in their home for a few months now, and you recently got to go back to a big party and celebrate it. Tell me about that, and what was it like?
Well, it was fabulous. I mean, you could see it was mid-afternoon. The sun was shining from the trees in the back. Some shade was coming in an area where there were tables. You could see people were really enjoying themselves. It was like a park setting. The sun was just in the right place, and plenty of sun, like late afternoon. So the combination of the right exposure, perhaps the western exposure, and the water features you would hear in a backyard while you're having a glass of wine and talking to people. I mean, all of those things play a big role, and you could see the clients have the big smile on their face, and they were so happy to share their backyard with their friends and their guests and everyone else. So I think that all of that really tells you everything.
Yeah.
It was a very relaxing atmosphere. Everybody was having a great time. So.
Oh, absolutely. You're saying that truly it allows them to be this outdoor environment that's in addition to this incredible estate, allows them to be able to entertain and share this lifestyle, right? In a way that maybe wouldn't be possible if they didn't have that outdoor environment or the shade, for that matter, like you said, to
no,
make
that
that possible.
I agree with you, because if you didn't have that kind of environment and you didn't have all of those things that relax everybody and bring them together, you could have a meeting in a hotel ballroom, and
Yes.
it'd be just a dry meeting, and you can invite your friends and just, like many of us celebrate a wedding or a party or whatever. But having that combination of that yard and the environment and the waterfalls and the pool and the guest areas, you really didn't even need to go inside the house. The house was just standing there, and it was beautiful, lit up in the sun and all that. But all the features around the house is really what created that environment of relaxation and just a pleasure to be there. I mean, it was just really great to go back and see that the people are enjoying the home and just living it up in the backyard there.
Absolutely. And this is just one of many clients that you're helping. One
Yes.
of the reasons why we had you on the broadcast in particular is because, one, you've worked with the Artisan Home Resorts for so many years, and you're such an important part of our artisan family. But also you work and really serve the same affluent clientele, and you're really thinking proactively about what are their needs, how can you best serve them. You have a lot of experience, being able to really anticipate those needs and exceed expectations as a real estate agent, and you partner with us as the landscape development firm to really take it to the next level, so that if the home maybe has the right square footage but doesn't have a home resort, Artisan Home Resort would be able to come in and create this incredible opportunity for them to entertain, to relax, to grow their family, all of that. So excited to have you on the broadcast, and thank you for taking the time, Pierre. Now, I want to drop your website here in the comments, so I just did that. What would be another way for somebody to be able to get in contact with you if they are, looking for this affluent lifestyle, somebody who's going to understand and anticipate their needs for buying their next home? What would be the best way to get in contact with you?
Okay, so first of all, if I take a couple seconds real quick,
Please.
I want to say that Artisan Home and Rick is a good friend, and they're a very special part of my business, because I can always count on them. To be there if the client needs anything. they'll go out of their way and come back and come in early and give them an idea before they even start any project. So we've been in the business for almost 4 decades. I have been in the business for almost 4 decades. I've been serving Silicon Valley people. I've been global clients from just about every nation in the world. So I kind of understand what people need, and I can match up people with very well with the kind of people that they need for integrating all of this beautiful features and what's needed. So to get in touch with us, just go to thebuljangroup.com. You're welcome to also call us, Pierre Buljan at 650-400-1188 is a cell phone that you're welcome to call, and we will get back with you. My son Alex, who's my partner, again, you can reach us at team@buljangroup.com as well.
Okay, awesome. And I just put that up on the screen, so we have that. It looks like, we have really had an incredible interview today. There's nothing else that I have to ask you today. I just want to again realize that Artisan Home Resorts is a dynamic platform where we want to feature artists and architects and industry leading professionals and real estate agents and really show what you're doing to best serve these affluent clientele. So Pierre, it was a perfect example to have you on today and really share your knowledge. And we're excited to take this high-tech concept of creating a new platform and really using simple technology and live video in particular to translate this and give you the best of art and architecture and design, and in this case, real estate of Silicon Valley. So thank you again, Pierre. It's been an absolute pleasure to have you on the broadcast. Is there anything you want to add as we're signing off?
No, Crystal, thank you very much. It was a pleasure, talking with you and having the opportunity to tell you a little bit about my association with Artisan Home and also about our business as well here in Silicon Valley. And we hope to connect again soon. I thank you again.
Oh, what a pleasure. Thank you again. And we'll see you on the next broadcast.
See you soon.